Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. It's hashtag CB99 Talks. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm back with another video. Just want to go back and talk about Danny Garcia versus Adrian Granados. Um, Danny Garcia, he's back, man. He's back as good as he can be. He was able to beat Adrian Granados, the first man to stop Adrian Granados in a matter of 7 rounds, with a good solid stoppage win. The referee stopped the fight. It was a good stoppage. He was really getting beat in this fight. It really turned out to be a tailor-made fight for Danny Garcia. I thought that this fight would have been more so competitive. I thought Adrian Granados, I seen him in the past. He's been on the raw end of some decisions, and he's also, given some tough fights to guys like Sean Porter, Adrian Broner, and Felix Diaz. He's a tough customer. And I didn't see him getting stopped in this fight, honestly. Which is crazy. I thought that he would have been able to kind of box from the outside and kind of smother Danny a little bit. But going into this fight, Danny was just able to walk Adrian Granados down and counter nicely. He was just countering nicely, using his reach to his advantage, using his stronger jab to his advantage. Adrian Granados didn't really look strong at 147. He really couldn't get the respect of Danny. Going into the first round, Danny was just kind of walking him down, parrying the jab nicely, kind of swatting it away, dipping under, coming back up top with headshots. Every time Adrian Granados would come in, Danny would hook him to the body, left hand, right hooks to the body. Second round, this was the big round where, it really showed me that, okay, Danny Garcia is still on that other level. As Adrian Granados kind of tried to come in with a swarm of combinations and he dropped his hand, Danny Garcia just kind of dipped under and landed that hard left hook that put Adrian Granados on his ass, man. And right there, you can see Granados had in his face there, oh, man, this is real. You know what I mean? And then by the end of the round, Danny came in with a jab and an overhand right and dropped Granados again, man, on his ass, and sent him reeling back, and he just fell, man. So I really knew that this fight was starting to look was going to be more one-sided than I thought. Um, Going into the third, fourth round, Granados had some moments in the fight, where he would kind of land his shots. Danny was wide open for these punches, but I think he was taking these shots because he knew that he could take his shot. You know what I mean? He wasn't really showing Adrian Granados any respect because there was nothing on Granados' shots that could really hurt him. So that's a big part of fighting. If you could take another guy's shots and they can't take yours, it's definitely a confidence builder. It'd be one thing if he was walking through Danny's power shots, but Danny knew he could hurt him and he knew he couldn't hurt him. So why not just keep walking him down and, keep doing what works? And he just kept on coming, landing his overhand right and the left hook to Adrian Granados, just kind of breaking him down, man, over the course of these rounds, just beating him up. Fifth round, he was able to land another good straight right hand that put him down. And they could have stopped it there, in my opinion, but they let it go to the sixth and to the seventh round. And there's a moment in the seventh whenever he just rocked him and sent him reeling back and landed a good series of blows, and the referee stepped in. Overall, yeah, man, it was just a good, entertaining knockout. To me, it was more entertaining than the Crawford Khan fight because the Crawford Khan fight didn't end the way we wanted it to. I'm gonna go back and do a video on that. But overall, Adrian Granados, this was his first stoppage lost, and you could tell he was really upset about it. But going in there with a guy like Danny, man, you gotta understand, he's a very good power-based boxer. He's not the best boxer, but he is, a flat-footed boxer that comes forward, and he has he's very dangerous at mid-range. If you're gonna be in his mid-range power zone like that, you're gonna get knocked out, or you're gonna get dropped. And Danny, again, he proved that, he's not a gatekeeper. He's still a contender. I think he's still on that second tier welterweights. He still could give some tough fights out there. And though he isn't as powerful as he was at 140, I think he is strong. He's definitely strong. And Danny Garcia was able to kind of, shove, he was kind of able to shove Adrian Granados back, just kind of keep pushing his way forward. Strong puncher as well, like a very strong jab and very durable. He was able to take Adrian Granados some punches, just kind of show him all disrespect. So I still think Danny Garcia could give some tough fights. I think the rematch with Sean Porter would be interesting because, even Sean Porter was respecting Danny Garcia's power, to a certain extent. I don't think it's like one punch knockout power, but he was still weary of it. Sean Porter and Keith Thurman were both weary of it. So, yeah, going in, if they were to have a rematch, I think it would be interesting, man. But the fight I really want to see, man, right now is Danny Garcia versus Terrence Crawford. I know everybody's gonna say, "Oh, this is Top Rank and PBC," but this would be the perfect fight, the perfect ice-breaking fight, of all these boxing politics shit. You know what I mean? It would be the best fight to kind of break that ice and say, "Hey, PBC and Top Rank, they can work together. For the big fights, we can work together. All the welterweights are over here, and we need these welterweights. Terrence Crawford needs these other welterweights, so we're willing to work with them and make the fight happen." So that would be a perfect fight. Both guys fought on 420. They're both on the same turnaround schedule, so make it happen. There's some history between them. Just make that fight happen. Because on the other side, you have Errol Spence and Sean Porter, which is a good fight. So this needs to be the tournament, which I'm gonna go back and do a video of. This needs to be the tournament they make. You know, Spence and Porter over here fight. Crawford Garcia over here fight. Winners of both matches fight. I think that would be the best way to make it happen now. Because Danny Garcia, like I said, he's still a second tier welterweight. And I think that would be another good test for Terrence Crawford. Forget Kell Brook at this point. Kell Brook really isn't in that mix of welterweights right now. But Danny Garcia just put himself back in that picture. And, like I said, he's going to be screaming for belts. He said he wants nothing but the big fights. He mentioned Pacquiao, I think Thurman, Spence. So throw Crawford in that mix. Crawford needs these fighters and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like if he really wants to prove, he's the best, they're going to have to fight these PBC welterweights, man. But yeah, man, that's all I got on this one, man. I just want to go back and talk about that fight because, like I said, I felt Danny, he put on a crowd pleasing knockout. Like I said, Adrian Granados, he is better at 140, right? But he came to fight, and he showed the heart of a champion. And Danny Garcia, he put himself back in the mix of things. He's got me mentioning his name with the other welterweights. There's no choice. He's at that weight, so he's gonna have to fight these other guys, man. But yeah, man, that's all I got on this one. Let me know who you think Danny Garcia should fight next. Do you want to see Danny Garcia versus Terrence Crawford? I personally do. But let me know in the comment section, guys. Hashtag CB99 Talks. I'm gonna be back with my Crawford Khan post-fight thoughts. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm out. Peace.